Hello there, this is Dana Arcuri, author, speaker, and wellness advocate, and today I am going to talk about CBD and clove oil for oral pain. Now the truth is, we usually have toothaches or strange things happening orally in our mouth at the most inopportune times, like the weekend. And so I'm sharing this because it just turned out that my daughter has an impacted wisdom tooth and it really started to hurt badly on Friday evening when the dental offices and oral surgeons offices are closed, which means we have 3 days that we need to basically try to numb out the pain, try to fight the infection, try to calm things down. And so instead of using potent and powerful medications and over-the-counter remedies that could cause some gut problems and acid reflux and different negative side effects, we always opt for the more gentle, holistic approach, such as CBD oil and essential oils, and clove is the #1 oil for any oral problem. And so let's start with the CBD oil. So this is the one, it's CTFO, that is the name of the brand, Changing the Future Outcome. And this is 500 milligrams. There's also 300 milligrams, 750 milligrams, and 1500 milligrams. But what we are doing, we're using this oil and we're actually taking the drops and going right into the area. So of course, you know, your wisdom tooth are way back here. So we're going way back and we're basically using the little dropper, and you could see here, there's a dropper full of oil and we're squirting it, and we're using a larger amount because she's in pain. And when it comes to something like an emergency such as this, you have to bring out the big guns, and CBD oil and clove essential oil are the top dogs to use in these emergencies when you know you have to wait a long amount of time before getting an appointment. I mean, keep in mind, even if we make a call on Monday, there's no saying that she'll be seen right away. In this day and age, most dental and oral surgeon offices are booked up for weeks at a time, sometimes months, in which you are left to wing it on your own. So we're not playing around. We brought out the very, very powerful CBD and clove oil. So this is what we're doing. My whole idea of dosage when it comes to an emergency, such as impacted wisdom teeth, a toothache, any kind of oral infections inside your mouth, maybe you need a root canal. You know, there's a zillion things that could be going on orally. But the one thing we know is that CBD made from hemp, it's a natural anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, antiviral, antispasmodic. It is an anti-anxiety, which is really important because think about it. When we are in pain, our anxiety levels are skyrocketing. When we're in pain, we really are under a lot of stress. And so it's wonderful that CBD oil is such a beautiful, natural, safe approach that could help calm us down and relax us, and at the same time help to fight the infection, help also to relieve the inflammation and swelling, and to help overall to really make it something in which we are relieved, we can be able to sleep better, it could help really calm the whole situation down. And so it is something that we are just so grateful for, to have the CBD on hand. And as far as my daughter, in reality, because it is an emergency and we're dealing with pain, we are increasing the dosage. So instead of using it twice a day, it's on an as-needed basis. So for each individual, it could differ. One person might need to use it every 2 hours. Another person may be able to go 4 to 8 hours. You know, go by what works for you. Don't allow yourself to become in throbbing pain with tooth problems. Instead, fight back. Put the oil right on the tooth, go right where it hurts, and put it there. Also focus on sublingual, under your tongue, a few drops there, and use it as needed. Next, we're going to talk about clove essential oil. I'm not going to represent one company because I've tried so many brands, and in reality there are some brands that have a little conniption fit when I share on social media their brand. So we're not going to get into like too much of like promoting a brand. Instead, I'd rather just keep it wide open. And so we're going to start first with an over-the-counter emergency that anyone could just go to their Walmart or their Target or their drugstore or grocery store. Okay, so here it is. Here it is. It's called Red Cross. And let me read it so I could see what it says. Okay, Red Cross Toothache. It's called Eugenol, fast-acting relief, and Eugenol is another name for clove. So in this kit, you get these itty-bitty, teeny tiny, I don't know if you could even see it, this little ball, little teeny ball. It's like a little baby cotton ball, and you get your little handy-dandy tweezers. So what you do is you take the tweezers, okay, and you take the little tiny ball, and you get whatever you choose. If you choose to put CBD oil on it and put it in, fine, or just put the CBD directly onto the aching area and let the drops absorb through that way. With Eugenol, which is actually the clove oil, you take the drops, and we're gonna start with theirs, okay? So here's their cute little container of Eugenol. So you open the container, you drop it right onto, and I mean saturate it. I mean, you don't have to have it so it's dripping and just a mess, but have it where it's pretty darn saturated. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna open your mouth, just say it's over here. Open your mouth, drop that in, and then once it's in, okay, we're gonna take the cotton ball off. Say the cotton ball's in. You take this, and remember, you're in pain, so be gentle. You take this and you kind of pat, 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 and you're patting down the little cotton ball that's saturated with the clove oil. And what this is going to do is help numb out the pain. You don't want to feel the pain, people. It's throbbing, and most people know toothaches don't feel good. Impacted wisdom teeth hurt like hell. I've had both wisdom teeth at 2 different times. Once I was on vacation. Oh my gosh, I call it the vacation from hell. No joke. I had severe impacted wisdom teeth, didn't have this on hand, had nothing. I had no CBD, I had nothing. And let's just say that vacation was the worst vacation of my life. I will never forget that vacation, because when you have impacted wisdom teeth and you end up being away from home, or your doctor's office is closed and your dental office is closed and you just can't get in, you need something very potent. So CBD oil, potent. You'll want this on hand. CTFO, it's a brand you could trust. It is non-GMO, pesticide-free, gluten-free, vegan, cruelty-free. They're not testing and harming animals. And so you want a brand you could trust. You want something reputable, and so do your research. Next, okay, we're bringing on board now. Here's other options. Of course, for the emergency, and you're not playing around, like you need to get to the store fast, boom, buy this. But if you can get these other products, this is a higher quality. We're gonna start with the Now brand clove oil. The Now brand clove oil is a good backup plan. I think it's definitely better than the drugstore product. And this baby was on sale for $6.99 at Discount Nutrition. So, and again, it's a large bottle. You get a lot of oil out of it. This is gonna last you a long, long time. Next, another one to consider is, let me see if I get the name right, Aura Cassia. Clove bud. Here we go. Clove bud. This is another good one. We've used them all. I mean, I'm telling you, I have used a lot of brands. I've tested out a lot of clove oil. The top clove when we are talking about superior certified pure therapeutic grade essential oil, I have to say doTERRA essential oil. I don't know how well you could see that. doTERRA essential oil, clove, that is the highest brand. That is the highest quality. I would definitely recommend always do your research on both CBD and essential oil. And the reason why you want to do your research on CBD and essential oil is because not all brands are alike. You have to understand, not all brands are alike. Every formula is different. Now, when it comes to the clove, so for example, the clove essential oil with Now and then with all the other brands, I mean, I'm talking even the brands I didn't mention because there's so many. You have to make sure that you could orally place it into your mouth and make sure it's safe if for any reason you would ingest it. And we're gonna have a little common sense here. Common sense. Anything you put in your mouth, you wanna make sure it's safe because you will swallow it. Even if you don't try to, I mean, it doesn't taste good. Clove is a little bit of a hot oil. Clove does not taste good. It's pretty potent, people. But the thing about clove is if it is something you're putting in your mouth for any oral type of healing and therapy and treatment, especially for an emergency, make sure that it's a brand that is okay to consume and ingest. Now, I could say for certainty, doTERRA definitely is safe. I know Young Living, again, safe. As far as the Now brand, safe. I have had no problem whatsoever with this brand either. In reality, even with a little store-bought brand, I mean, technically the truth is an emergency is just that. It's an emergency. We're not messing around. We're in throbbing pain, toothaches and impacted wisdom teeth and root canals and then a following surgery. You know, you could have dry socket. Oh boy, let's just say I know dry socket all too well. For whatever reason, I'm susceptible for dry socket for every single surgical procedure I've had in my entire life. And once again, you know, bring out the top dogs. We're not playing around. We're not messing around. We're in pain. It's excruciating. I can honestly say that giving natural childbirth with a midwife with zero drugs is easier than any of this oral stuff. I have given natural childbirth without one single drug and was able to do this and could say that was a day at the beach compared to the root canals, the impacted wisdom teeth, and all the oral surgery I've gone through in my life. And I have a very, very high tolerance to pain. And keep in mind, I do have 30 plus years with back pain and I have fibromyalgia, if that gives you any indication on the pain that I tolerate on a day-to-day basis. Okay, here is the wonderful information about Eugenol, which is clove essential oil. It can help numb out the pain. It can help with the throbbing, horrible, excruciating pain. It helps to fight the infection. It's antibacterial, antiviral, anti-inflammatory. It really is something that could be beneficial for your health and your oral health. And then same for CBD, as I mentioned, it's also the anti-inflammatory, antiviral, antibacterial, anti-anxiety. Now this one's especially for emotional wellness. Now the clove, I can't say that this is going to be great for emotional wellness. Instead, because you're in so much pain, people, get your CBD, please get your CBD, because you're gonna be in pain. You need to kind of chill out. You need to find a way to relieve the pain so you could sleep, so you could reduce your stress level and calm down. And CBD, especially CTFO CBD, is a wonderful way, both physically and emotionally, orally, to increase your quality of life and your health. If you'd like to check out the links to my CTFO website, I will leave the links. If you want to share what works for you, do so. Also go to danaarcuri.com. Have an awesome day and take care.